All right, welcome back to my channel where I share about my faith, where I share food, fitness, recipes, routines, and I talk about my redemption. Today, I got a dish that I'm gonna put together. I'm gonna put a recipe, which is a jicama salad. So, and this recipe, I got it from this book right here called Plantas. Right. So, jicama, for those that don't know, some people they usually eat these with fruits, but jicama is very high in fiber and good source of vitamin C, and this is part of the root vegetable. So this is going to be the main ingredient for this recipe, jicama salad, and I'm getting it out of this book, Plantas, one of my top 5 cooking plant-based books. And in this recipe today, it got cabbage, like I said, the main one, jicama, red onion, cucumber, jalapeno. These are the spices: garlic powder, crushed red pepper flake, little salt, apple cider vinegar, and uh, Japanese peanuts, Japones peanuts. And I will talk about these peanuts. There's a little history to these peanuts when it comes to Mexican culture dishes. It's a very great history that I learned from this book, how they're so big on Japanese peanuts. So I don't know if I'm missing anything on this dish. Oh, and olive oil. So right now, I'm going to prep it up, dish it up, make it into miso pla, toss it together, and I'm going to show you this dish. All right, first things first, I'm going to peel it. Remember, jicama is not it's not a fruit, but sometimes you can get it with fruit cups, like people who sell, like, say, mango and watermelon, and they would add it. I always thought it was a fruit, but it's really it's part of the root vegetable. Root vegetable like carrots, beets. Um, they also call this the Mexican uh, turnip. I forgot what it is. Turnip. So um, I'm gonna peel it first, just like that. Take off the skin. Then once I peel it, I'm gonna cut it into matchsticks because it's gonna be in the shape of the matchstick. See, it's white.
This refreshing salad is a great dish to prepare ahead of time for a potluck or a party. Because unlike most salads, it stays crisp and gets even tastier after sitting in the fridge for a couple of days. This recipe is inspired by this book, Plantas, from Alexa Soto.
There aren't many fresh salads in Mexican cuisines, but we do love crispy, crunchy vegetables from cabbage to jicama. Jicama is a starchy root vegetable that was valued by the Mayans and the Aztecs, who mostly consumed it in its raw form. It has a similar texture to an apple, but it is a bit more savory, and it pairs beautifully with lime, chili powder, and in this case, a simple vinaigrette.
Jicama is a low-calorie, low-fat, and low-sugar root vegetable with a high fiber content, making it a nutritious addition to a balanced diet. It also provides a good source of vitamin C and is rich in antioxidants.
All right, so I got everything all miso plawed, meaning everything's all prepped. Here goes the miso plaw. So the cucumbers is matchsticks cut. This is sliced, really thin slice. The jicama, it's matchstick cut. Then I got the jalapeno. Then I got the cabbage. That made the dressing. Now my last thing is just the peanuts, the Japones peanuts. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna crush these peanuts for a little bit and put everything together, put the marination. Then I'm gonna let it sit for like about a few hours. Let everything soak in, marinate. Let it marinate with this seasoning. This marination, the dressing. Then when I serve myself and do a food tasting, this is when I add the peanuts.
All right, let's talk about this history of this cacahuates, the Japanese peanuts that is well known in Mexico City. The sneaky protein in the salad is a Mexican snacking staple that isn't widely known in the US yet. Japanese peanuts, or peanuts coated in a salty, sweet, crunchy soy sauce coating. These nuts did not originate in Japan, but rather in Mexico, made by a Japanese immigrant, Yoshi Nakatani, who arrived in Mexico City in 1932. Around the 1950s, Nakatani created a snack that connected him to his roots, and he began to sell the peanuts on the streets of Mexico City to help support his family. They quickly grew famous, and locals began to call them cacahuates japonés, my favorite brand of Japanese peanuts, which can be found on Amazon and in Mexican markets in the US, is De La Rosa.
So now I'm gonna toss it together. Remember, I got the cabbage in here, the green cabbage. Toss some of this. So I only did a half a head of the cabbage because it would have been too much. Remember, this is the first time I made this salad dish. We're just trying it out from this book. Now I'm gonna add the onions, cucumber, the jalapeños. So I'm gonna toss it together, mix it all up. Now I'm gonna add the dressing. So the dressing is gonna marinate it, and I'm gonna let it sit. You know what? I didn't even taste it. Forgot to taste the dressing. Okay, there you go. Apple cider with lemon, oil, garlic powder, salt, and red pepper flakes. That's it. So now I'm gonna use all of it. Go from the sides. And that's it. I'm gonna let it sit for a few hours. Then we're gonna do a little food tasting. We're gonna add the peanuts in the end. The peanuts is gonna be like the garnish. So it marinated, the dressing's deep in it. There you go, right there. And it's time for a food tasting. So hopefully there's a good strong taste to it. And I'm gonna serve myself. And we're gonna try it out. So remember, it's a very simple dish. It's only cutting, prepping, dicing it, cutting it into matchsticks. It's very simple. It's coleslaw, like I said earlier, cucumber, jalapeno, jicama, cabbage, and then the dressing. And then I'm gonna garnish it with the peanuts, the famous Japonés peanuts. Japonés in English is Japanese peanuts. And I'm gonna garnish it. Just like that. Just like that. Time for the tasting. All right. It's a big salad I'm gonna eat. big bowl salad. I think I could have made the dressing a little stronger, but it goes good all together. The jicama, the cabbage, you could tell it's a very light dish. Good with the peanuts. The peanuts is what's giving it the flavor. So, from this book, Plantas, this is where I got the recipe from 1 to 10. I give it a 7. Maybe I could have made the dressing stronger, but it's still good. I'm gonna still finish it. What matters that it's healthy and it's gonna be filling. Like I said, jicama is very high in fiber and vitamin C. I'm a big fan of fiber when it comes to my dishes. So here you go. I'm gonna put the recipes in the bottom so you can try it out. You can always twist it, make it a little bit different. Next time I make it, I might make it a little bit different. I might even add some mushrooms to it as a garnish. So I hope you like this video. Like I always say, make sure you like, subscribe, leave a comment, and I see you in the next video. Ta-da.